Senate President, my distinguished colleagues, my name is Senator Adefadaunsi from Osun East. My own is just a bold talk as an elderly person. It seems as if we don't know where we are and who we are. Today you are number 3 in this country, which means all of us are that number 3. It's a serious upper layer of the whole nation, 109 out of 250 million people. So it carries what we call integrity. And for the past 2 weeks, the integrity has gone down just because of mere trivial matter of allocating seats and so on. We don't want to know what is undercurrent. God so kind, those people who push you to assist, they have confessed. And I have prayed for him that may God forgive him and Jubril for pushing you to have mercy on who. God even said, I will have mercy on who I will have mercy on. Not everybody. And it has even taught you a lesson. You have to look at the whole issue critically before you even act. Today, everywhere, including Berekete Radio, calling number 3 to come and explain things. Just a radio that we licensed. It's an insult. My own now is how to bring this integrity back. Once a damage is done, to bring it back, it's a long story. All of us must have to work hard. Within this period, we have to bring it back. As per the punishments attached, if I saw one of our leaders today sweating before channel, I said, issue of what? There's no other paper that. My own is that, how do we bring the integrity back? Because we are in a serious situation of tax law, where we are going to make tax law to benefit common people. How do they believe us? Fighting on seat. No. Mr. Senate President and the leadership, we have to call a spade a spade. We have a Bible here, and this is the first one to be given to us, followed by Nigerian Constitution. And we have a lot of lawyers here. Please, let us do our work seriously. And after that, we can be friends. It has shown you now that there is no friend. You don't have any friend, though. So, today, tomorrow, we don't know what will happen. The only friend to you is your wife and your children and God. We are praying for you, you will succeed, but let us face what we are here for. And that's my own. As regards the punishment, well, if it is the 6 months we are talking, if you are going to have mercy 3 months as prescribed by our minority leader, how well and good a punishment is a punishment. Today, we don't even know what will happen tomorrow. Maybe the whole Federal High Court in Lagos and Abuja will be bombarded again. Let us do our work. Thank you very much.
That is playing in your own mind. Some people are playing to build. Some other people do appear that they're playing to divide. Or must it divide first before it comes together? How is that working?
Well, because at least in the case of RIV, which is the interest of the people of Rivers State, that is not involved. I mean, nobody is showing that. Even the governor is not showing sufficient public interest. The minister is not showing any public interest, as a matter of fact, because he even opened an attack on the jaws, yesterday, which was completely needless. I don't know the people that advise yes on WIKE, and then the people in the assembly too, they're also playing games. Yesterday, the governor wanted to come. The governor said he spoke to the speaker, or he tried to read the speaker. The door was locked, and then you guys still held the meeting on that same day. It just shows that everybody is just playing games, and it is so it's so heart-rending. Talking about the president, one of the problems about what happened in Rivers State is that the president had a meeting with with both parties, the WIKE faction and the governor's faction, and they signed an agreement. And one of the agreement was that they should withdraw their cases in court. It turns out from what we had that some of the cases were withdrawn, some were not withdrawn, and the case that has now gone to the Supreme Court, for which we are now seeing what happened, apparently was one of the cases that should have been withdrawn, but wasn't withdrawn. Fubara withdrew his own defense. It was a very foolish thing to do. Those who went to court did not withdraw the thing. And so if you go and check the public record, it shows clearly that there was no defense in the Federal High Court. So you see a lot of very careless, attitude and all kinds of games that shows you that some of the people that are leading us, you just wonder, how did we get here as a people? How did we get to this point where all this kind of chicanery is what is having sway? But if you compare what happened in Lagos, the people in Lagos have settled. You think they have. We saw all of them in a group photo. Yes, we didn't know what they said. An unnamed source came and told us that everything is now fine. But guess what? There was a group photo. All of them were there. They were smiling. Maybe we will hear more. But they settled their problem. Now there are all kinds of insinuations also, but they settled it. That's the kind of thing that we also need in Rivers State. Let Nyesom Wike also lead, just like the president has led. Let him lead. Let him find a way to bring everybody together. Find some kind of consensus so that the progress of the people of Rivers State can be sorted out. Appointed, whatever it is because of the lives of the people. And that's why we're saying that, look, they should find a way to resolve the matter. In the case of Rivers State, Supreme Court has said, look, this is what we recognize. Those guys are the assembly. Go and deal with them. Let the governor go and do what he needs to do. Let the assembly also understand that he is the governor and they have to work together. Let them reduce the tension. I mean, the people of Rivers State don't benefit from the tension, and I don't think it has to get to the point of having to threaten the governor, publicly. It's not decent. It's still the governor, and then the governor too should stop all this show. If you look at his video yesterday when they went to the assembly, he had already prepared what was going to happen. They already had a mic for him to speak. Come on, I mean, we are not kids. We understand this game, and it is irresponsible on the part of all of them to be treating the time and the resources of Rivers State this way.
But in the same vein, of course, Markwe raised what happened in the Lagos house with you. For me, all of this, at the end of the day, I don't know how they affect the price of tomatoes in the market, how they affect the price of fuel, and all of that. How do you see the issues between the governor, the executive arm of government, and the state legislature affecting the lives and livelihood of the people? Maybe that perspective will help people to know how important it is and how we should address them as
deciding. And by the time I heard on the radio that this August Assembly had passed a vote of confidence on its leadership, and particularly the Senate President, I said it would not be correct if I come and pretend like the ostrich, putting his head under his wings and pretending that it was dark. I needed to let you know that I deeply, deeply appreciate the vote of confidence was on my leadership. And this is coming almost twice in the last 6 weeks. In 2 weeks? The last 2 weeks. It's good to err on the part of surplusage. It's important for the public to know that my colleagues are together. The Senate is one and bonded together by destiny and by God Almighty through elections. The 10th Senate is together. united in purpose. It's also important for the public to know that whatever decision we arrive at here is unanimous. And I recall the last decision we took, and which concerned one of our sisters here, the senior Senator Natasha Bochuduagan. I'm also aware that when she left the chambers, she went to the radio, and she went to Arise Television, and she distorted the facts. I'm aware further that she has now externalized the matter by attempting to embarrass the Federal Republic of Nigeria by going to give a narrative at the IPU UN event, totally different from what occurred in the Senate. But I want to thank our Right Honorable Member Kafilat, right? That's her name, Kafilat Okwara, who had to give a press conference in New York to caution the international press not to vilify Nigeria, but to note that the facts presented by her were totally out of tune with what occurred in the Nigerian parliament, and that we have our own internal mechanisms of resolving issues in Nigeria. And outside this...
Duagan, you are making a big mistake and you are taking a wrong move. Whoever is advising you is just lying to you. You need people that will tell you the truth. You need strategists around you. So I just watched a video where Senator Natasha Akpoti have taken the matter that is going on between herself, the Nigerian Senate, and the Senate President God'swill Akpabio to the United Nations to go and report. According to her, that she's being oppressed and there is abuse of power in play. Now, while I commend Senator Natasha for standing up for herself and also being an inspiration to the girl child around the world, telling them that, hey, stand up for yourself no matter what. At the end of the day, I'll still tell you the truth. You are chasing shadows. Because this United Nations you went to report now, they cannot do anything. I don't know if you are thinking that, hey, if you go there, there will someone God'swill Akpabio and they will tell the Nigerian Senate to reinstate your seat. And they can't. They have no power to do that. Or maybe they'll come put a travel ban on Akpabio. They cannot do him anything. Because their power limits them to a lot of things. The only way they can talk about a country or come into a country is when that country is a threat to international peace. That's when they can say, okay, yes, this country now is a threat to... They deal with international countries on peace majorly. Now, let me give you an example why they cannot do anything. When Boko Haram, they buy people for Nigeria, bomb here, bomb there, carry Chibok girls. The United Nations don't do anything. You know why? Because Boko Haram is not a threat to international peace. It's a threat to the peace of Nigeria. So they come out their hand, concern them. Nigerian government face your problem. The highest thing they did was to send aid, food aid, medical aid and all that to the people of Borno. That's the highest they can do. So this one that you are going to that place to go and do, they cannot do anything. And let me tell you what is crazy. Even if they now pick interest in this case, and they now summon God'swill Akpabio, it will still not go and nothing will happen. Because their power cannot override the power of the Nigerian Senate. Again, if you go look at the weakness of the United Nations, you will see enforcement is one of their weakness. Do you understand? Now, Senator Natasha, another mistake you are making is this, right? You don't have a team that planned this whole thing. You are a politician. Act like a politician. You are a politician. Act like a politician. You see, when you do Roman, you act like Roman. Normally, you are right. Senator Akpabio is supposed to recuse himself from that seat and submit himself to the Senate committee. But this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. And that is why you need to act like a politician. You know the time where you're supposed to strike these people? You know the time where you're supposed to carry this matter come up? 2027 election. APC go to look for good name. You go hit them with this one. People will start seeing reasons why, we're not supposed to vote for APC again, They step on people's rights. And I will tell you for free that a lot of people don't like God'swill Akpabio. I will tell you for free, a lot of Nigerians don't like him. So it would have been to your advantage in 2027, mad advantage. But see, when they bring this matter up now, Before 2027, you don't go. People don't even forget. People don't forget. You for take this thing, you for use them to your advantage in 2027. Now, let's say now they can summon you now to let's say, okay, let's imagine now, even though it's not going to happen, let's imagine that they carry 12 now, go United Nations. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it takes to establish sexual harassment, especially this type that you are claiming? This your own. Nobody say you talk, say he force himself on you, now 12 now did there. You say your husband did there, some people did there. He can't hold your hand. He can't tell you one or two things. Senator Natasha, I no go lie for you. This is your experience. They will want to see beyond your experience in order to establish this sexual harassment where you talk. They will want to see beyond your own eyes, beyond your own experience. Then you have to prove, give them good evidence that links this story up to make them believe that, yes, Senator Akpabio actually sexually harassed you. It's just me telling you the truth. If I wait till 2027, knock them. If I play politics. But now you are going about this the wrong way. The people you are running to cannot help you. I was saying you go ECOWAS, but I will understand why you will not go to ECOWAS, because ECOWAS was the closest you would have gone to. But stop. Apparently, TINUBU is president of ECOWAS. I don't know if they don't remove him, but the last time I checked, it was the president of the ECOWAS, APC president, as the president of the ECOWAS. So I can understand. But you see this UN where you go, they cannot do anything. They cannot enforce anything. They cannot command them. They cannot command Nigerians. They cannot tell them. They can't. But again, you're a warrior. You are a warrior. And I commend you for standing up. And to all the girl child in Nigeria, to all the women in Nigeria, Senator Natasha is a role model. I like the fact that she's standing up for herself, even though she knows that these people are powerful. They are more influential than her. But she's still standing up to say her own experience. Me, I no get right to say whether she did talk through, whether she did lie. I don't know, I know did here. But for me to know whether she did talk through, she needs to show me things where go beyond what she did talk. And to the Nigerian Senate, the truth is that Senator Akpabio is supposed to recuse himself and submit himself to the committee, so that we'll know who they lie and who they talk true. Then the person where they lie, they'll come give a penalty. Then let everybody know, say this person they lie. But I understand why a lot of Senate cannot talk. Because 2027, they need to be re-elected. They need to, some people say, now the states, they select one person to go represent them for Senate. Yes. But you see all these Senates where we know for Nigeria, they can do and undo. That's why you need to play their own games with them. Shout out to you, Senator Natasha. Shout out to you 100%. But please, play politics. Because all these moves you are making now will not do anything.
Verydarkman makes some point here in this video about Natasha and God'swill Akpabio. All of them, they are just Senate. Although God'swill is the highest, like Senate President, and then they are under God'swill Akpabio. But my own, if Natasha does not have any evidence, she will not went ahead to do what she did. Yes, in my own opinion, if she does not have, she will not do what she did. But anyway, let's just stay tuned and see the end of it, how it will look like. Will the government pay attention to her petition? Will God'swill Akpabio accept what he has already happened, or he has already done? We just keep our finger crossed. But if it happens, that means this woman is speaking for everybody. Because I think when women come in powers, some men that are higher than them will just like trying to like do something funny just because it's a woman. So In my own opinion, just stay tuned, because what has beginning has an end, so we are going to know everything that is happening. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell so that you'll get notified each time we upload a new video. It's still your girl in the building, UN2 Media. For now, peace out.